Hi everyone, I wanted to show an overview of how to go into airplane mode and forced close in territory war. This is a method that we use to keep from feeding turn meter to another team if you think you're going to lose the combat. So I've got my team loaded up here. We're going to use some Jawas against Atreya team. Jawas are the perfect counter in case you guys didn't know. This is definitely going to be meta in the future, especially when they're level 72, so definitely pay attention. So we're going to click the battle button. We're going to go into combat, and the first thing that we're going to do before anything happens is as soon as this loads up, we're going to turn on airplane mode. So I drop down the menu from the top, and you can see I've got my Wi-Fi here. We're going to go to airplane mode, which is going to turn off our Wi-Fi, and it will also turn off any 3G, 4G, or cellular network that you might be connected to. So now that I'm in airplane mode, there's no chance that this battle is going to register until I turn airplane mode off. So now we're going to start the combat here, and you can see that I've got my Jawa team. We're definitely going to win this fight, so don't worry about that. So we're going to do a couple of attacks here, and then you'll notice very quickly that I'm going to get absolutely destroyed because Jawas are terrible, and mine are 72. So we're going to lose this combat, no big deal. But you notice what I want to show here is I am in airplane mode. So no matter what happens, even if we go all the way through this combat and everybody dies, we're going to get the you lost combat message. So I'll let this battle actually play out so that I can show that. But the important thing is here, because we're in airplane mode, it's going to come up with connection error. So when you get this message, this means it cannot register. So with your airplane mode on, it's not going to register this combat. So instead of turning your airplane mode off, we're simply going to force close the application so that it can no longer register that combat. So what's going to happen is now we're going to turn our airplane mode off. Our Wi-Fi is going to turn back on, and we can log back into Galaxy of Heroes. And you'll see that there's a loss registered, but there won't be any damage to the team, and the team won't have any extra turn meter. So this is the method that we use called airplane mode, so that you can safely do combats and territory wars. If I would have won that combat, obviously I would turn off airplane mode so that I could register it and that team would be defeated. But in this case, because I lost, we simply force close the app so that it doesn't register and it doesn't feed turn meter. So if we go back into territory wars here, we should be able to see that I have one loss on that particular team, but there shouldn't be any damage and there won't be any additional TM for that particular team. So you can see here, I used the Archangel as my example, and now they have 3 combats, but there's no damage and no TM.